Bonjour and welcome to the Tarot of Claude. Today I'm going to be doing your 2022 yearly tarot reading, pick a deck style. I will be publishing the astrological signs yearly tarot readings too, but for those of you who are not really interested in this format, I figured I'd do a pick a deck so that I can cater for everybody. So this is how we're going to do this. If you've got three piles, you have on the left pile number 1 right here, which is the Oracle of the Unicorns paired with the Wizard Tarot. In the middle right here, pile number 2, you have the Archangel Power Tarot cards and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And on the right, pile number 3, Whispers of the Ocean paired with the Tarot Sirène. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to look at the decks so you can look at the art on them, and then after this in a few seconds I'll ask you to close your eyes. So for the time being, if you just would like to look at the back of the cards. And now slowly close your eyes and put all your attention on your third eye, which is the point on your forehead between your eyebrows, and think about the cards and which pack stands out to you. Do not overthink it, just the first one that pops into your head is the right one. If there is more than one, then do feel free to look at 1, 2 or even 3 readings according to what popped into your third eye. So without further ado, I'm going to start with pile number 1 and the Oracle of the Unicorns. So let me put the other decks away. Okay, so those are general readings, they will not apply to everybody, just take what resonates with you and discard the rest. I'm going to pull up 2 energies from the Oracle of the Unicorns for each period of 4 months. So you will get January, February, March, April here. Here you'll have May, June, July, August, and then September, October, November, December. And I will complement those periods with 3 tarot cards for each of the 2 oracles that you get. So what do we have for 2022? For my viewers who chose the Unicorns and the Wizards. Oh, whoa, I don't take 20 cards jumping at me. So 2022. Okay. So first card we have is Strength. Second card is Prosperity, so that's the first 4 months. Then we have Abundance, nice, paired with Courage. And for the last 4 months we get Cycles and Freedom. I will obviously go in depth with those cards in a minute. And what does the tarot has to say for 2022? All right. Let's see what we have. So for the first 4 months, you have the Ace of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Wow, 2 aces, very nice. Let me put them like that, maybe you can see them better. No, this was better. Okay. Then the next 4 months you get the 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Magician, 2 major arcana. And then the last 4 months, sorry, the 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so for the months of January, February, March and April, you have the card of Strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. So you're going to start the year with some kind of event that's going to present itself, and you're going to have the faith within you that you know you've got this and that you're going to be okay. Now I will say this, God, the universe, or your spirit team, no matter what it is that you believe in, they will never put on your path something you cannot handle. They put those challenges on your life journey so you can grow and progress. And then you've got a second card, which obviously after this challenge, the card of prosperity, which is absolutely beautiful. And it says to you, a gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. So obviously I think that's fairly self-explanatory what this card is about. Let's have a look at what the tarot has to say for the period between January and April. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Now what I'm reading for this period is obviously the gift of money, or the opportunity for your income to increase, or maybe a promotion is confirmed with the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to get some kind of opportunity offered to you. Pentacles or coins are to do with your physical world, so you know, home life, as in your house, the building. It could be work life, career, finances, financial assets, all of that. So this correlates really nicely with the prosperity card. And the card of Strength, the challenge is going to make you stronger and you will get through to the other side, and look for the gifts in this situation. I see this with the Ace of Swords paired with the 6 of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords are to do with mental energy, truth, communication, your thoughts. And the Ace is the seed, the beginning. And I call it my epiphany card. It's that aha moment when you get the clarity, you know, you started to kind of giving up hope, that kind of, or maybe you just were completely unsure about where to go, what to do, and the Ace of Swords arrive and it's like a bolt of lightning, you know what to do. And the Oracle card talks also about look for the gifts in a situation, and this is the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 is the number of harmony after having overcome the challenges. And as I just said, Pentacles to do with physical world, so anything that's material. And the 6 of Pentacles is the card of giving and receiving, so it's about having a balanced point of view when you're looking at this situation. You know, you may have lost something, but you're going to gain something, which is exactly what the Strength card is talking about. So your first 4 months, from January to April, are going to be about overcoming some kind of a challenge, making sure that you do not lose sight of the balance in things, you know, what you're going to be getting if you're losing something. And this will lead you to prosperity, an opportunity, whether it's a lump of money, whether it's a job offer, whether it's a promotion, it could be a relocation linked to a promotion. You know, what you lose is the familiarity, for instance, of where you live and your friends and so on. But there will be much to be gained. I mean, 2 aces are 2 new beginnings. This is a very promising start of the year for you. Then the next 4 months, which are May, June, July, August, you get abundance and courage. So following on the prosperity, you get abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. Now, it doesn't have to be financial. It can be financial, but, you know, blessings can be anything. Like, you could be blessed in your relationships, whether they're love relationships or just friendships, co-workers. You could have an abundance of happy moments. Generally speaking, this is just a wonderful card to receive. And then you have the card of courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. So there may be someone in your environment who is gonna destabilize you a little bit. But the cards are very clear that, you know, blessings are coming to you. So you just need to not fall prey to the fear energy, because this is kind of a low-based energy, and when we start thinking negatively, unfortunately we manifest more negativity in our lives. So it's very important to be aware when we start shifting our energies, and when we fall into the trap of being afraid. Because what is fear? Fear is an illusion. Fear is you worrying about something that may or may not happen. It's not happened yet. But your higher self doesn't know the difference between what's really happening and what you're thinking may happen, which is why when you start feeling negative and feeling things such as being afraid or worried, you manifest more of it for you. So you have got blessings coming your way. You do not need to worry. And the tarot has the Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Magician. So you've got two major arcana. Now, the major arcanas deal with the big energies on our life journeys, and the minor arcana deal with the day-to-day. Now, none of them are more important than the others. They just rule different aspects of our lives. The Nine of Wands are to do with passion, desires, urges, and 9 is the number of achievement. You know, you're one away from completing this. So you have been working hard. And when we do things with passion, it tends to be exhausting. You know, when you really throw yourself into something, and whether it's for work or whether it's a hobby that you love and you really want to do well, when we do anything with this level of intensity, it is tiring. So the Nine of Wands is saying, yes, it's been a long road and you're tired, but, you know, keep it up. You're nearly there. You're nearly at the 10. And then you've got the High Priestess and the Magician. And the High Priestess is a wise character. She is the bridge between the physical world and the spirit world, and she channels messages from the spiritual world. That is how she gains the wisdom and the insights that she has. So she listens to her inner voice. So this card is here to tell you that you need to trust your gut, really. So if you're having problems with somebody in your environment, set strong boundaries with this person. If you are worried about your physical world, as in, you know, that you may not have enough money to complete a project, or I don't know, maybe you're going to be worried that, you know, things are not going so well at work, trust your intuition, because you have the Magician, and the Magician is the super manifester. It's saying that you've got everything you need in your hands to manifest whatever it is you need or want. So you've just got to trust your guts. This is just the acknowledgement that it's been a long road and you're starting to feel a bit tired, but to persevere. And it's coming from that challenge that we saw at the beginning. And also to have the courage, you know, like not worrying, because it's just an illusion. There is no point in worrying. It's counterproductive. You have everything you need to manifest what it is you want or desire. And trust your gut. Listen to your intuition, that inner voice. And then for the last 4 months, so we're talking September, October, November, December, you have cycles and freedom. So the card of cycles says everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body, tune into the moon's magic. So this is about right timing and being patient. It may be talking about self-care if you've burnt out, you know, because you've been working for 8 months on whatever it is you'll be working on. And then you've got the card of freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. So what I'm getting from those cards is that maybe because you're feeling burnt out, you need to, you know, look at things from maybe a lighter point of view. Like, a childlike point of view. You know, when a child looks at something for the first time, and it's always wonderful, and the child is always surprised, and it's taking that point of view about things, even though you're tired, and taking pleasure in those little things around us, because a child will get very happy about a little flower growing in the middle of the grass, if you see what I'm saying. And the card of freedom is saying to you, take time for yourself. Choose your freedom, you know, because you may be tied down to I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to work, the I've got to list. And the card is urging you to free yourself from this, to get some time for yourself. And I'm going to tell you what the Tarot says about those energies. Because you see, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, the 8 is a number of advancement, Pentacles, physical, material world. This is someone who's working hard at their craft, you know, finalizing everything, being very intent, hardworking, which obviously, you know, it's that I've got to-do list kind of thing, energy. Four of Pentacles and the Star. The Four of Pentacles, 4 is an energy of strong foundations and stability. And so when you have the Four of Pentacles, we're talking about you reaching a point of stability in the physical world, which has come from all of this hard work. But you may want to expand some more. You know, you're thinking, when am I going to get my next growth, my next promotion? When am I going to get a raise? That kind of thing. And this goes back to the cycles, and everything has its right time. It's a question of time. You can't rush these things. And finally, you've got the Star, which is your third major arcana. Now, the Star is a beautiful card because it's the card of God, the universe, your spirit team stepping up and guiding you towards something beautiful. It's the hope card. It's wishing on like you wish on a star, and having your wish answered. So this is a beautiful card of hope and having faith that you know, you are being guided. So this is a very interesting year for you, full of promises actually. I mean, you've got prosperity and abundance and freedom. So yeah, this is really nice. So I'm gonna pull out one last little card for you to give you something to focus on during the year. So I'm gonna shuffle this mini deck. I'm going to split it. Okay, so the card that you get is this one. So that's the crystals, if you want to have a look at them. And the card says equilibrium, chakra balance. All things works best in conjunction with all things. So you see, it is linked with the cycles. Everything has its right time, finding the balance between working hard at your craft, whatever it is you're working on, manifesting, but also choosing your freedom, looking at things from a child point of view, and you know, wondering at the little pleasures in life. So yeah. So in this card you had the clear quartz, you had the amethyst, the lapis lazuli, the jade, the citrine, the carnelian, the smoky quartz. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey through the cards with me. I also do daily readings and monthly readings. I'll leave you a card left or right if you want to check them out. Thank you for choosing to stop by my channel. I really appreciate it. If the message resonated or helped you in any way, let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. So thank you. Until next time, au revoir. Hello, pile number 2. I'm just going to get rid of the cards for the first reading and move on to your reading very swiftly. So you've chosen the Archangel and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck. So these are general readings, they will not apply to everybody. Just take what applies directly to your situation and discard the rest. I'm going to pull out 2 cards for the first 4 months, so January, February, March, April. Then another 2 cards for May, June, July, August. And then another 2 cards for September, October, November, December. And I will clarify them with 3 tarot cards for each period. So what do we have for 2022 for the viewers who chose pile number 2? These cards are slightly bigger. I always pre-shuffle my cards before I record, just to be clear. So 2022. Okay, this one fell, so I will take it. Alright, so your first energy is the 7 of Michael, which I will read to you when I've pulled them all. Second energy is Queen of Ariel. For the next 4 months, Divine Guidance. Oh, well, that didn't work, did it? Sorry about that. 5 of Ariel. 5 of Gabriel. And the Wheel. Okay, I think you can see them all. Okay, what's the tarot got to say about 2022? I apologize for the noise in the background. My neighbors decided to do some work in the yard, and I live in town, so I can't do anything about the noise. I'm really sorry. Oh, okay, this one came out. So you get the Queen of Swords. Page of Wands, 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Justice, Major Arcana, 7 of Wands, King of Coins or Pentacles. Okay, nice. Alright, so from January to April, you have the 7 of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. And then you've got the Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. So what I'm getting from this is that for the first 4 months of the year, you're going to be working on something, or you're going to have something challenging you, and you need to get some advice and some support, and not to be afraid of asking for it, because you may have someone in your entourage or environment who's going to be able to actually give you some kind of some word of wisdoms, who are going to help you find out what this better course of action is that's mentioned in the first card. So let's have a look at the tarot. So you see, as I was mentioning, someone in your environment, you have the Queen of Swords. Now the queens are the patient leaders, as opposed to the kings, who are the action-taking leaders. If we're talking about a person, they represent someone who's over the age of 35, someone who's very wise, because it's the Suit of Swords, it's to do with your thoughts, communication, truth, and so the Queen of Swords is someone who's going to cut what no longer serves her. She has clarity. She can see through the nonsense, and so she can help you find a better way, you know, to go for something or get out of something if you find yourself stuck in some kind of situation. And she comes with the Page of Wands. Now, pages are bearer of news and also indicate a new direction. Wands is to do with passion and excitement and desires, and so she may well be pointing you towards a new direction, or she may be delivering you some kind of exciting news that's going to help you look at this in a different manner, and she'll be giving you some words of practical words, you know, of wisdom. And then you get the Six of Wands. 6 is the number of harmony. After having overcome a challenge, which is what I was talking about, if you're stuck in a situation or something comes up that puts you in some kind of a tight spot, you're going to overcome this. This is the card of victory. This is Wands energy, just like the Page of Wands. So this is very positive because it is saying you will overcome this, but be very open to the words of advice of people around you. It could be specifically a man or a woman. It doesn't have to be a woman, it's a general reading, but a man or a woman who embodies the characteristic of that Queen of Swords, who are going to be able to give you this new option and show you the way. So then, for the next 4 months, which are May, June, July and August, you have the card of Divine Guidance, Archangel Sandalphon. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. This card again talks about, you know, having people around you looking at things from a different point of view, but this is the equivalent of the Hierophant in the Tarot, so this is a major arcana, so this is more spiritual. And then you've got the Five of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So again, 5 is a number of change and challenges, and this is talking about you opening up to getting help from people and looking at things from a different point of view. It's urging you to surround yourself with wiser people. When it comes to energy, the fives, because they're challenging energies, they can make us tip over the side of fear and worry and anxiety. And when we start feeling these low vibration thoughts and emotions, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We end up creating more of this, manifesting more of this in our lives. So these cards are warning you to be aware of when you start having negative thoughts. Do not fall for them, because when you start fearing something or being anxious, is this helping the situation? No, it's not. Is it going to happen? Well, no, not necessarily. You don't know this. However, if you focus on this, then yeah, you're going to manifest it. Now, I know it's easier said than done. I'm just telling you, obviously, what we're supposed to do. I can be very negative, so I know this is one of my struggles. But this is something I try to be aware of. When negative thoughts pop into my head, I do try to distract myself with something else. Now let's see what the Tarot has to say. You've got the Six of Cups. As I said, 6 is the number of harmony after overcoming a challenge. 6 of Cups can talk about reminiscing about the past, but it also talks about harmonious relationships that have stood the test of time. So a long-term relationship, which doesn't have to be love, it could be like a friendship you've had since, I was about to say donkey's years, like English people would say, but that you've had forever. You know, it could be a childhood friend. It can be obviously a committed love relationship, but it could also be a relationship you have with your mom or your dad, you know, like a very stable long-term relationship. And this is telling you right here, you know, to surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So you may find in one of those relationships the wisdom that's necessary to find an alternative approach. The Seven of Pentacles, so 7 is the number of experience, evaluation, reassessment, and so Pentacles are to do with your physical world, so we're talking material aspect, work life, home life as in your house, your environment, job, career. And the 7 is basically reflecting on your hard work and saying, okay, so am I getting the rewards for the amount of effort that I've put into it? And then after this, you have the 4 of coins, same suit. So 4 is a number of strong foundation and stability. This is you having reached that level of stability, which is why you are starting to reevaluate, because so you've worked hard, you've worked really hard, now you're stable financially or in your physical world, or you've got a stable home life, work life, that kind of thing, and you're starting to question, am I happy? Is that all there is in life? Which is why you've got the search for meaning in life. And I think that talking with someone who you have a very strong relationship with, probably someone older, will help you. It could be someone the same age as you, but that you've known, as I said, for so long, and could help you put things into perspective. Because it may be hard to get to that level of stability, and you're working hard and you're thinking, well, really, for the amount of effort I'm putting in, I'm only getting the 4 of coins, you know, not the 9 of coins or the 10 of coins, which is much bigger success. And so you may be questioning this. Now, questioning is always good for self-development, but beware not to fall into the low vibration energies. And then for the last 4 months, which is September, October, November, December, you have the 5 of Gabriel, so it's another 5, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. And the Wheel, now this is major arcana energy, the Wheel of Fortune, Archangel Jeremiel. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Okay, well, that's interesting, because the wheel talks about, sorry, I have to say it, the wheel talks about cycles. It never stops spinning, so it starts and then it ends and then it starts a new cycle. And it's all about timing. So it can't happen any other time. It's what's fated for you. It's bringer, more often than not, of good luck. And it's telling you that these 2 5s that you're going to be dealing with, those challenges, you know, trying to go through, working hard and feeling that you're not getting where you want, just, you know, have patience, because you have new beginnings coming in your way, and the situation is going to get unstuck. The wheel's going to unstick this situation for you, and you will be positively surprised. Because when I look at what you've got here with the tarot, I can see it already. So you have Justice, Major Arcana. This is the ultimate karma card. This is you reap what you sow. When she appears in a reading, she appears to say that justice is going to be granted to you. So all of those efforts, all of the hard work, all of the challenges that you are going to go through during the year, mostly, you know, between, I would say, April and August, that period of challenges, and where you may feel, you know, this is so hard, and, you know, you're going to have those thoughts, and you're going to battle those negative thoughts. This is saying that this is going to be the end of it, and you're going to receive your good karma. And this is a major life energy, so this is, you know, very positive. And after that, you had the 7 of Wands. And the 7, as I said to you right here, is about reevaluating experience. Wands is your passion, your desires. And this card is just saying to you, do not give up. Stand your ground, do not give up, no matter what happens. Because you are going to bring stability into your physical world. The King of Coins or Pentacles is the master of the suit. So he knows how to bring abundance for himself. He knows how to provide for himself and his family. He is incredibly stable, reliable. Is really a sign of a strong financial stability for you. So this is what the wheel was talking about. You know, there's going to be an end of the delays. You're going to get to that. You know, when you were, I said, you're feeling, well, after all the hard work, all I'm getting is a 4 of coins. So, okay, I'm stable financially, but it's not big. It's, you know, I can pay my bills, I'm all right, but it's not wow. Well, by the end of the year, you're going to have the energy of the King of Pentacles, not the 9 or the 10, even better, the King. You know, you're going to be just so happy right there. But stand your ground, and just have faith that, you know, this is going to change. The wheel of fortune is changing in your favor. So that's for your year. This is going to be a very interesting year for you. I'm going to pull a last little advice card for your year from that little deck of crystals. Oh, well, this one jumped, so I'm going to show it to you. This is the crystal. I hope you can see it. There's not too much glare. My cards are glossy. And this is the root chakra. Snowflake obsidian. Safety. In the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. You see, this is what I'm talking about. When I'm saying to you, with the 5 of Ariel, when it was talking about negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Right, the root chakra is your safety chakra. If you feel safe, generally speaking, in life, it means your root chakra is balanced. There are many meditations for free on YouTube to balance your root chakra. So when you have what they call the hurricane of life, which is those challenges that are going to be coming up, you know, like they always do during the year, if you are centered and rooted, you will feel safe. And you will feel strong and that you can take on whatever is thrown at you. So this is just a little bit of advice on looking at your root chakra and maybe doing some meditations so that you can have that feeling of safety, which obviously will stop you from having those negative thoughts of fear, worries and anxiety. So that's what I've got for you for 2022. I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. I also do daily readings and monthly readings. I'll leave your cards left and right here if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. If any of it resonated with you, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, au revoir. Hello, pile 3. Let me just get rid of the card for the second reading very quickly, so I can start your own reading. Okay, so you chose the Whispers of the Ocean and the Tarot Sirène. Now those are general readings and they will not apply to everybody. Just take what resonates and discard the rest. So this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards for each 4 months. So you're going to have January, February, March, April over here, May, June, July, August in the middle, and then September, October, November, December on the right. And then I will also get 3 tarot cards for each of these periods to clarify. So what do we have for 2022 for my viewers who chose the Whispers of the Ocean? Alright. I obviously pre-shuffle my decks prior to recording as well, so they have been pre-shuffled. So the first card you get is Breakthrough to New Dimensions, which I will go in depth as soon as I've done all of the cards. And Surrounded by Prosperity. Then for the next 4 months you get The Gift of Neutrality. And Help appears in various ways. Sorry, I just put it too close to you. Then you get back on task for the last 4 months and setting up parameters. Okay, right. I need to do something about this. This is not working. There we go. So what does the tarot have to say for 2022? I can't help but notice that most of your oracle cards are in the 30s number-wise. So that may be something that you need to pay attention to. Anything between 30 and 39, when these numbers appear, watch out for signs and synchronicities, because this deck has been shuffled to death, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in the 30s, so from 30 to 39. 2020. Okay, I think that's it. So, first card is le Valet de Bâton, so the Page of Wands. La Roue de Fortune, which is the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, and the Six of Cups. Then you get the Ace of Swords, the Hermit, Major Arcana, and Reine de Denier, which is the Queen of Coins or Pentacles. And for the last 4 months, you get l'Impératrice, which is the Empress, Major Arcana, le Battler, which is the Magician, also Major Arcana, and la Papesse, the High Priestess, also Major Arcana. Okay, so you start the year, January to April, with breakthrough to a new dimension. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. Followed with surrounded by prosperity, your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. So you're going to start off the year with maybe some kind of brand new idea that's going to come up in your head, a new adventure, a new project, and you're going to be bursting with energy, wanting to make this happen. And you will be surrounded by prosperity. Now, prosperity can be, you know, in terms of your financial assets, obviously, but it can also be about, you know, having harmonious relationships around, and work life is good, home life is good, as long as you believe that, you know, there is no end to what you can manifest, you know, in your life yourself, for yourself. And the tarot seems to be just confirming this little message, because you have the Page of Wands. Now, pages are bearer of news, so they give you messages, but they also are the indication of a new direction. And wands is to do with your passion, your desires, what really fires you up. So you're going to get some kind of message, or you're going to get an opportunity for a brand new project, and you're going to feel really, really ignited by it, really wanted to do it, which is the breakthrough to new dimensions. And it's coming with the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. So Major Arcana are big energies on your life journey. You know, they are put on your path so that you progress, so that you grow as a person. And the wheel is always turning. It's talking about cycles. So one ends and one starts again, and things that are fated. So this opportunity or message, this is fated. This is very important on your life path. Do not doubt that. And you have the Six of Cups. Now, 6 is the number of harmony after having overcome a challenge. Cups is to do with your passions, your feelings. 6 of Cups can be talking about a long-term relationship, something very stable. Harmonious relationships, generally speaking, could be an old relationships coming back, someone from the past coming back. but this is going to bring you harmonious relationships. You see, when I was talking to you about prosperity, I said to you prosperity doesn't necessarily have to be about financial prosperity. It could also have something to do with prosperous relationships and just being happy, just generally speaking. So that's a very nice start of your first 4 months. And then the next 4 months, May, June, July, August, you have the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and Yang are opposites in energies, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So you see, I was talking to you about harmonious relationship, being happy, feeling balanced. That's what this is. So you're going to be experiencing that feeling by May, basically. We're talking about May all the way to August. And the second energy is help appears in various ways. There's much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look for the support systems that are with you continually. So this is like when everything is happy, harmonious in our lives, because we're humans, and this is how we are wired, we have a tendency to take things for granted. Like, you know, you're going to have to work hard. This is the kind of thing that you take for granted, when sometimes actually you could work smarter and just ask for help. So this talks about these things, being aware that you have help where maybe you didn't think you would. And the tarot talks about some kind of epiphany. This is my epiphany card. This is the Ace of Swords. So aces represent the beginning of something, the seed, the origin of something, and swords energy is air energy, so it's to do with your thoughts, truth and communication. This is my aha moment card, you know, when you have that oh, that's it, I know what to do kind of moment. And with it you have the Hermit, which is a major arcana, and the Hermit is about looking within to find the answers. It's about isolating yourself and taking a real hard look within yourself to find out the answer to whatever it is you want an answer for. It's about self-knowledge, but it could also represent someone in your environment who is very wise. It could be someone older, obviously, because the Hermit's often represented as someone who's old, because we used to equate in symbolism wisdom with old age because of experience. But there is someone in your environment who's going to be able to provide you with this wisdom that, you know, you need for this ha-ha moment. And this is probably someone you would not even have considered asking for help. And then after that you've got the Queen of Coins. Now the Queen is always a symbol of patience, and the Queen of Coins is someone who, you know, she's a nurturing energy, but she's also very pragmatic and shrewd. So she knows what decisions to make to bring abundance into her life. As you can see, she's focusing on that coin. She knows what to do, but she's patient. She understands that things, good things anyway, come to those who wait. It's not, you know, just clicking the fingers and it happens, which is also linked to the Hermit energy of having that wisdom, you know, understanding that it takes time. But you have help around you to help you move forward, whatever it is that you will be encountering during those 4 months. And then the last 4 months, I'm sorry, my neighbors decided to do some yard work, and I know you can hear it. I apologize, I can't block that type of noise. I live in the middle of town, and it's really distracting. I'm sorry. And the last 4 months, so September all the way to December, you have back on task. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on, or could use some fine-tuning. So this is a question, a card focusing on time. How do you use your time? Are you spreading your energy too thinly? You know, when you have too many projects going on, and instead of focusing on your main one, you kind of splitting yourself into different things, and you're not achieving much because you're not fully on task. So this card is asking you to look at this. And then you've got setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationship. Or relationships, sorry. So this is asking you to really have a laser focus on how you spend your time and energy for the goals that you want to achieve. Whatever it is you're working on, a project, it can be career, it can be a hobby, it can be a new adventure, it can be change of jobs completely, or working to become a leader in your work environment. You need to look at where your energy is going and focus it solely on this. And also have a look at your relationships and see if there's anyone who's actually preventing you from moving forward, from growing. Someone who is kind of impinging on your life progress rather than, you know, supporting you, being your cheerleader and helping you and all of that good stuff, basically. And for the end of the year, with these energies, which are, you know, evaluation and quite deep, you have 3 major arcana. And these major arcanas are showing me that this is going to be a very intense time for reflection for you, because you have the Empress, which is number 3, growth, expansion. Now she lacks for nothing. She represents beauty, creativity, fertility. She talks about love. She can be the birth of a project or the birth of a child, but all in all, she represents the growth of whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Very, very positive card. And then you've got the Magician. Now the Magician is the powerful manifestor of the Tarot. He has all of the elements on the table for him to manifest whatever he wants in his life. It's, you know, that kind of energy. It can represent new beginnings, but I'm getting the energy of you manifesting. Because if you think about the back on task, if you look at how you're using your time and where your energy goes, you will be able to manifest all of this growth, abundance, whatever it is you're looking for here. But you need to have a look at the relationships in your life as well. They may be draining your time. There are such things as energy vampires in the world. What I mean by that is people who, you know, when you talk to them, you always feel drained. Or you talk to them and you were feeling good, and suddenly at the end of the conversation you don't feel so good or so happy about life. These kind of people. The people that, you know, you tell them, oh, I'm so excited, I want to do that new project, and they're going to quote at you the 100 reasons why you should not pursue that project. You know, those kind of people. And so this is what the setting up parameters card is about, looking at your relationships and who is uplifting you and who is dragging you down. Because you've got the High Priestess, or the Poppess, and this is the card of wisdom, but listening to your intuition, listening to your gut, because she channels messages from the spirit world into the physical world. So she listens to this inner guidance and acts accordingly. And so this card is a reminder that you feel in your gut that there's someone who's not quite right in your environment for you. Don't let them bring you down and stand in your way of the progress that you're making in life. So you will finish the year on some serious energies of reevaluating energies and people in your life, which I think is beautiful, because it's the perfect time of year to do so anyway, because you'd have the whole year to make those decisions and judge things. So I'm gonna pull one final little card, just a little card of advice for something for you to focus on in 2022 to close the reading. That one is calling me, so I'm going to pull this one. I'm sorry, because it's the back of the cards and they're all different because they represent different crystals. And that's the one I felt for you. So I'm going to show you. This is the crystal. And the card says, the crystal is called malachite, so you may want to look that up. And it's to do with your heart chakra. Forgiveness. You will find freedom in forgiveness. So when you start doing that reevaluation of your relationships and so on, you may have to look into your heart to find the the love energy to forgive. It may be forgive someone, it could also be forgiving yourself for letting go someone, knowing you may upset someone, but you have to do it for your own good. So it could be either way when it comes to forgiveness, but it is to do with your heart chakra. And to help balance your heart chakra, there are many meditations online for free on YouTube, you know, to balance it so that you feel at peace with your decisions. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. I also do daily and monthly readings. I will leave you a card left and right here if you want to check them out. If the message resonated with you or if you liked it, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic year. Until next time, au revoir.